YouTube! This video is my views and opinions on the Switch, which is imminent in less than 24 hours. So, continue watching and hope you enjoy! Oh, and I forgot to say, please watch my video all the way to the end. It's not clickbait. Hello! Less than 24 hours away, the Switch will be upon us. It's had a mixed bag of reviews all over YouTube, ranging from best thing since sliced bread and it's a big pile of doo-doo. Now, we've had this issue ever since the 8-bit era, where Nintendo and Sega, going into the 16-bit era as well, where Nintendo and Sega had the war over who had the best console. One was overpowered, one was underpowered. The Sega chipset compared to the Nintendo chipset were, how can I say, I wouldn't say inferior, but it wasn't as technically advanced. In comparison, some games visually looked far superior on the Nintendo system than they did on the Sega system. Not that they weren't any good. There were some really good games on the Mega Drive and the Master System. It just happened to be that Nintendo had the edge. In the 90s, when the PlayStation was revealed, thanks Nintendo for screwing that one up. But nevertheless, look where we are now. It revolutionised gaming tenfold. CD drive based console system, and then you had the Saturn, which it died in the water as soon as it was released, pretty much because Sega oversaturated the Mega Drive with the CD and the Mushroom add-on. Need I say more, Mr. Coconut? But as it stands with the Switch, I don't feel that the power of the system is going to jeopardise ports of other games, because all the developers have been wowed by the system for its simplicity of programming for it, which in turn is a good thing. It's not that it's lacking in power, because visually everybody's going to compare the Breath of the Wild, but yeah, it looks stunning. I mean, reviews have been 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. But they're failing to review the, I will point out, they're all reviewing the Switch version, but not the Wii U. The Wii U seems to be dead in the water. By the way, this is not my room, this is Ellie's room. I just thought I'd have a nice, colourful backdrop. And Elsa. But yeah, my views on this are that it's going to be a mixed success. I don't think it's going to be a runaway overnight success like the Wii was, but I do think it's going to cover a wide audience of gamers, especially if they do bring Call of Duty and Battlefield and things like that. If they do bring these games out on the Switch, which I have heard on the rumour mill that it's looking likely that the hardcore gamers for the Sony system and the Xbox would be moderately interested in playing games on the go. Obviously you won't have the headset, but if it's connected to your iPhone or your Android phone, you could put a headset in and you could still play online on the go. It wouldn't be cross-platform compatible though, so I think a lot of the Sony gamers and the Microsoft gamers would probably give it a miss, because obviously they'd have to find a new community. I think it's a bit of a tough one. My point, anyhow, more to the point, I think it's going to be a mixed. It's going to be mixed results. Overall, the initial release, I think it's something like 3 million units. They're all they're gone. You probably will see them in such as our British stores for you American audience. We've got Game, Computer Exchange, which abbreviated to CEX or SEX. We've got Granger Games. There are a few independent stores throughout the UK, but I do feel that a lot of the systems are going to be in there within the next couple of weeks, because obviously lack of games and the fact that it's just not for them. So they're going to be sold on rather quickly, a bit like the Wii. But hello Taco, clip clop clip clop. You got your high heels on. Got to get it on in the action. But no, I mean the release is pretty poor. eShop, not from day one. It's not looking good, but overall I think it will do well. It's going to do better than the Wii U. I don't think it's going to do as well as the Wii. I mean, unit wise, the 3 million units upon initial release, that's a large amount. I mean, the Wii U, I don't think it shipped. I don't think it sold that within the first year. So to sell that in the first initial, the day of release is fantastic. I'm doing a lot of erming because I'm thinking. I've done it again. But oh fucking yes. No, done it again. I can't help erming. The support it's being given over YouTube has been a mixed bag. I'm doing it again. It's what you want, basically. I mean, if that's what you want, if you want mobile gaming, if you want console gaming at home, it's great. Wife, kids, watching TV, you can just pick it up, play. For an hour or so. If your wife's browsing the internet looking for clothes, if your kids are watching cartoons on the TV or a movie, you can just pick it up, kill an hour, do a little bit of Zelda, or Bomberman. I mean, there's only 3 games at launch which are of any interest. 1-2 Switch, which seems quite quirky, a bit of a family game, I would say, a pub game, or for you Americans, a bar game. Bomberman, it's bringing back a bit of nostalgia. It's nothing graphically amazing, where Breath of the Wild is. My opinion, I'd like to see a review for the Wii U version. I wouldn't want it to be left out. It's not. They're saying it's a dead system. There are games still to be released by other companies, which will be in the next couple of months. Excuse me. I'm not sure of the title of the games, but I do believe there is 2 more to be released. The Wii U needed to be understood because it didn't get the publicity and the attention the Switch has. The reveal on the Jimmy Fallon show, amazing. I mean, they did keep a lot of the camera angles to a minimum on that, so we didn't see too much, because obviously Nintendo wanted to reveal in their own good time, which they didn't. We just found out. But no, I think it's going to be a success. I don't think it's going to be a runaway success, because it's not like the Wii was, where it was for the whole family. I mean, you could be 3 years old to 103 years old to play that system. This, on the other hand, not so much. It's very isolated, I see, because obviously if you want to play, again, I'm going to use a reference, Breath of the Wild. It's a one-player game. It's very solitary. It's very what's the word? I can't think of a word. But if you know a word, put it down below. No, I think multiplayer games such as Mario Kart, Bomberman. Yes, you do have two controllers upon release, so you don't have to buy a second controller. I don't think it's. I'm losing thought now. I'm losing direction. I don't think this system's aimed primarily at group gaming, like the Switch, not the Switch, sorry, the Wii. The Wii was for it was for the family to enjoy, where I think the Switch is more, like I said, if you want to be a hermit, because obviously if you're playing on the go, you don't want to sit it on a, you're on a coach or an airplane. You don't want to sit it on one of the tables and play two player. You want to be on your own. You want to play it on your own. Handheld gaming tends to be played on your own. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's a. I don't think it's going to be as open as like PlayStation or Microsoft. They're trying to do that. They are really trying, but I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to sell on the basis of being handheld. That's purely it. Because obviously you've never, some of the titles like Mario Kart 8, Breath of the Wild, Zelda, future titles like Mario, yeah, you can play them on the big screen, but I think what's the selling point is that you can play these games on the go. That is primarily the selling point. You can play all your favourite console games on the go. The downside is it's cartridge, it's not backwards compatible. It's a shame, really. It's a shame that you can't play Wii U games on the go. That would have been absolutely amazing. I mean, there is some fantastic titles on that system. They lack in the control side of things, which I explained in my last video. I'm glad you all watched that one as well. All 30 odd of you. Appreciate that for all your support, for the people that do watch it. But to round this video up, I really do think, to all you people out there, that the Nintendo Switch has got stiff competition with, obviously, Sony's is it the Pro, and then you've got the Scorpio, which was Microsoft announced, because obviously the hardware on this system isn't really upgradable unless they do come up with some solution for this to compete with the visuals, the hardware. But I think it'll lack in that sense that people will be put off because they all want photorealistic games these days. It's like, come on. I was talking about this the other day to a couple of my Instagram friends regarding this. I mean, back in the day, it didn't matter what it looked like. It's what it played like. I mean, yeah, they've done reboots of like DuckTales and Abe's Odyssey, and I'm trying to think of another one. I can't think of another one. They're the ones offhand. It's not what it looks like anyway. You played the original DuckTales, it was amazing. You didn't complain about the sound, you didn't complain about the graphics. And then when you get the reboot version, don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. You've got a fantastic voice acting from the original cast. But in comparison from that to the original, I prefer the original. I do like the remastered version, but the original, far superior. Harder. I mean, you didn't have saves back then. Now you do, you could save anywhere. People are getting lazy with gaming, in my opinion. It's got to look the bee's knees, else they won't play it. Call of Duty, it's like, how often do you go out there and shoot someone in the head to see all those blood splatters going all over? You don't. You don't play it for that. You play it for the enjoyment. You play it because of what it... I mean, Call of Duty looked like GoldenEye. I'd play it. And there's many out there that still would. I mean, there was an undiscovered game. It was Die Hard on the N64. Recently discovered. I'd play that now. Just because it's a nostalgic game that never got released. So give the Switch a chance. Just give it a chance. Stop kicking it. I mean, it's not down there yet, but I'm sure people are going to find other flaws like the kickstand and the disconnecting of the, I believe it's the left controller, the left Joy-Con. Look, this is very few cases. Everyone else that spoke about this on YouTube, there hasn't been an issue. People are trying to pull it down before it's even had a chance. Because it's Nintendo. Well, this is Nintendo's year. So, my big thumbs up to Nintendo, and this is my support. I believe it will succeed, like I've said previously in this video, I believe it will succeed. But not to the extent of the PlayStation 4. The Xbox One, which haven't sold in, you know, masses. They have outsold the Wii U, but they haven't sold in like the PlayStation 1. I think it was something like 122 or 142 million units. It hasn't sold in quantities like that. That's going to be hard to beat because the gaming, a lot of the, if you notice, sales of consoles have dropped over recent years due to mobile gaming. Well, this is where the Switch comes in because it's essentially a mobile gaming format. Think about that, people. Well, on that note, I'll leave you with your views and opinions. If you just want to bob it down below, I'll happily reply. I'll reply to everyone. Thank you for your support. Don't forget, I will be doing a 100 subscribers giveaway. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will be doing a giveaway. So thank you everyone for your continued support, and I appreciate even on Instagram 700 followers. It's amazing. I've never thought I'd ever reach that in less than a year. So again, thank you. I'll put the link above. It's Lou Mark Fosters 07. That's for Instagram, and obviously the Fosters Games Review here. So feel free to like and subscribe. Until next time, keep on gaming. Hi! Bit too much. Hi! Oh, yeah! Hi people of YouTube! This video is my, shammy boo boo plop. Oh, fudge. Hello followers on YouTube! Here is my video of and it comes in a smashma.